What's up, y'all? Look, I got some things I want to talk about, and I'm learning. And I guess that the old saying say, as you get older, the older you get, the wiser you get. I believe that. The topic that I want to talk on is this, and it may sound a little selfish, but I'm not gonna get into nobody's affairs that don't have nothing to do with me. If it don't have a damn thing to do with me, I learned to stay out of stuff. The less you tell a person about your life, the better off you is. The better off the fuck you is. Like this so-called thanks murdering shit that people put up, like this Christmas shit and all that stuff ain't nothing but a damn conspiracy. It come from Caucasian people. Yes, it do. All that shit come from Caucasian people. And it's not really about how much you know. It's about what you do with what you have. I can sit here, quote books and all that kind of stuff. That ain't it's just people, man, people gonna do what they want to do. But look, bro, let me just be real for a minute. I'm in the era. Well, this always have been. You know how some people be in other people's business, but they trying to drag you in there. It's like you don't even want to even be a part. I don't know if a lot of y'all experience this like I do. Have you ever seen somebody or had somebody talking on the phone, knowing goddamn well you don't deal with them, and all of a sudden they'll just bring your name up out of no damn well while they talking to the other person on the phone, and you're like, don't put me on the spot like that. I don't want to be in no conversation like this here. Why you try? It's like they trying to drag you into it. Don't drag me into. It's like you're saying, look, and I ain't trying to be disrespectful. Don't drag me into no bullshit. That's you. Don't do that with me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. Don't it's like, have you ever been in a situation that you wanted to speak to somebody and you really wanted to speak to them really bad, and they like, I'm talking right now, trying to make you feel bad. And you like, damn, I really, and you really want to talk to them. They ain't gonna even tell them you're around. They not gonna tell. But if you try, it seems like when you trying to avoid the bullshit mess, and I would say our people is really conditioned, man, by these so-called white people, man. It's like they make and create shit and put our people in there in the backyard and lock them up and just let them just fight and kill each other. This is what is going on on social media too, bro. I don't deal with everybody. I really don't. Anybody that deal with, all it takes is for you to talk with one person, and that one person know 1,000 people in your hometown. And if they known for being messy, and you find out they are one of the people that's connected to those people, you better not even deal with them kind of people. Yeah, because they just like a damn snake. They'll go back and report everything that you say to them, just like the damn devil is a snake. You sit there and you talking to them, and they whispering. You sitting there and you not even knowing you talking to the enemy. They take your information, suck it all up, and go back and tell the other person. And that's all it needs is one person. And before you know it, everybody in your hood is gonna know every fucking thing about every goddamn thing about you. Because this one individual Septicon, as this brother say on YouTube, this brother. They got a brother that I watch on YouTube. Uh, they call him. You know what I'm saying? I don't. The big boy, the big brother trend or something like that. Yeah, he talks about this on YouTube, on his YouTube page. So I just want to say that's where this, you know, um, this thing, Decepticons, came from. I watched one of his videos from time to time, and he mentioned that. He said he always say Decepticons. You got to watch because a lot of our people are hired of Satan agents. They are hired by Satan, is to go around, get your information and talk to them. The less people know about you, I'm telling you, the better off you are. Our women have a spirit upon them. They come together and they just be clashing back with each other. You see what I'm saying? You got to know what type of woman to deal with. You got to know what type of man, women you're dealing with. Because people can't keep information. That's why it used to be like back in the day, it looked like I would go around a bunch of people and be around a lot of people and stuff. But we living in this brand new century. We living in this in the YouTube, internet, social media era where anybody can get on basically TV, and they can this whole world is we living in is different. And I don't like I'm to the place, man. I don't like you got to be careful who you're talking to. It doesn't matter about, like, people say blood kin and all that doesn't mean anything. Did everybody come from the seed of Abraham? Was everybody chosen to be God's chosen elect? No. Just because I came from the seed of Abraham, or anybody came from the seed of Abraham, doesn't make us a child of God. We just hope by the grace of God that we are a child and chosen by God. That's it. And that comes through the Father's lineage. Hope and pray that our forefathers, I pray and hope that my forefathers were godly people. I pray and hope so, even though I don't know too much about their life and then, but I pray and hope that's I hope and pray to God that they were, because it's very important to know who you're dealing with, because everybody is not a child of God. Everybody is not. Everybody is not going to tell the truth neither. For example, everybody is not Jews. There is only elect few that God chosen to be the real chosen elect is the Jews. That's it. And I can include myself. I'm not from any exception. You see what I'm saying? So this is just, I'm coming from the straight spirit and peace of humbleness saying this. I'm just gonna say I'm coming from humbleness. When I say the spirit of peace and humbleness, I'm willing to humble myself, because the truth is about me telling and exposing myself as the truth, being honest. I'm talking about being a complete, because see, if I'm trying to be a God-fearing person or whatever I call myself or whatever, it comes with the ticket of I got to be all the way 1,000% honest with myself. You cannot, like, people will say, just like if I sit up here and say I came from a lawyer, you ain't got to look, man. There's no such thing as a law. I don't know. You can't say that. The only thing that I have to do is pay attention to my spirit and do everything I can to guard my spirit and question God about me. You see what I'm saying? Everybody is not, you got the children of God in this world and you got the children of the devil. Simple as that. It ain't no middle ground. It ain't no but, if, whatever. It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you got people. I was listening. There's like you, and even the Caucasian people. They know that there's a difference between so-called black people and the Native American people versus them. They know it's a difference. You see what I'm saying? Now they done, even though they done mixed and blend in with us and stuff like that. The only thing that I say, nobody will say, like when you hear people say, I can't walk around and get on my camera and say, oh, I'm saved, sanctified. No, I'm not saved. I just hope by the grace of God that I am. I hope so. I hope so. I hope that all I say is I hope that he chose me. I hope that. I hope so. That's all I do. I said, man, I hope so. I don't walk around calling myself anything, bro. I don't walk around calling myself nothing. Like, oh, I'm this and I'm that. I know I'm a child. No. Why do you think he said in the Bible, he says that there is none righteous, not one. There is none that do is good. There is none that seeketh after God. No, not one. And I'm including myself. We don't seek God. Picking up a book and stuff, does that mean I'm seeking God? Meditating and stuff like that for me, you know what I'm saying? Meditate, examining myself. And you know what I'm saying, examining myself. It's more very important to know whether you seed of God or seed of Satan. We just pray by hope. We hope by the grace of God. We hope by faith that we're correct. That's all I can do. Only God knows everything, bro. You see what I'm saying? Only he knows everything, man. So I'm not trying to sit up here and trying to sound all whatever and this and that and the third. I ain't trying to sit up here and trying to be something. I'm being everything. I'm doing everything in my powers to be as organic as possible. You have to be real, man. In order for me, if somebody asks me and say, "What sins have you committed, or what one of the main number one sins that you struggled with that you don't want nobody to know, would do you mind telling me what just not give you if they ask me that, I'm more than happy to tell them. Yes, I was struggling with this here. Did you have this thought on your mind? To be honest, did you ever have this thought on your mind? Yes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And in your heart and your mind, it's the truth. Because look, let me tell you something. When I do something wrong, I know when I've done something wrong. Ain't no, you know what I mean? It ain't no if and buts about if I'm sitting up there trying, ain't no such thing as playing word games with nobody and all that. I know when I done did wrong. Just like anybody know when they done something wrong. Everybody know. It ain't no such thing as, well, I did well, I was made no, I did that because I wanted to do it because it felt good. No, just be honest with yourself. Be honest with, and that's one of the things that I'm learning too, is to be more honest with myself, because it's like at the end of the day, you don't feel comfortable lying, because eventually you're gonna get tired. You're gonna do it for so long, and then you're gonna keep lying. You're gonna tell, once you lie one time, you're gonna tell another lie to cover that lie up, and then you're gonna tell another one to cover that one up. And before you know it, at the end of the day, it's all gonna come back and hunt me. And then I'm gonna really look fucked up then, you know? Yeah, man. I don't like to go around and say, I know I'm the chosen. No, that's a fuck that I mean, to me it's a messed up, no disrespect, it's a messed up thing to me to be saying, just to me, it's just all about hoping. Lord, I hope that I am the seed of a child of God, hopefully that you are pleased with. Because see, I can say one thing. Most High might be saying, nah, no, the hell you ain't. Sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? And that's bad when the Most High have to tell me, sit your ass down, you damn devil or whatever. That's bad when people have to say that. You know what I'm saying? That's bad. So I ain't trying to fix nobody else. I'm just trying to literally cleansing my spirit, trying to make sure, I have to make sure I'm examining myself. Is it anything else? Let me clean. Because see, with me spending my time sitting up trying to speak on somebody else's sins, and that shit ain't worth a damn. That shit ain't worth a damn. And I'm trying to be as real as possible. That shit ain't worth a damn. Um, I'm gonna have to read something. Oh, okay. I think this is it right here. Hold on. It says, here we go. Romans chapter 3, and I'm gonna start at verse. And remember, I'm talking about me. I ain't trying to get nobody else's spirit together, because see, let me say before I read this here. It's like if somebody called me up, right, and we trying to have a dialogue in the Bible to find out, like, let's say we go to Deuteronomy. I want to show you who fit the curses, blah blah, this and that. This person tells me, tell me something else other than just picking up the Bible and reading the Bible. That's a sign right there. More than likely, and it could be that they just brainwashed or whatever. That's interfering with what I'm trying. If I'm trying to come in the name of peace and trying to, because I'm trying to cleanse myself, it's already hard enough, and it's bad enough just dealing with yourself. So when you invite other people into your life and you trying to get right yourself, I'm trying to cleanse my spirit. I'm trying to learn how to be honest with myself. And once I learn how to be 100% honest with myself, then I can be 100% honest with God, and I got it right with myself and with him, and expose me for me who I am. Then I know it won't be hard to communicate with my other brothers and sisters. It won't, you know. But if you got, if you battle, if you already debating and a conversation, because see, that ain't good. That's not good energy to me, because it's not peaceful. You see what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to prove or debate with nobody about nothing. Either I show them what's right, and if it don't work, then okay, well, bye. Because I'm trying to do this thing, and I'm not. It's not. I'm not trying to. Again, I'm not trying to make myself sound like I'm holier than thou, because I'm not. I ain't nowhere near no holy. I'm just saying it just for the sake. I ain't nowhere near holiness. I'm gonna say it like that. It may be wrong for me to say it like that. I'm not nowhere near holy, bro. And the word holy, it just simply means to be separate. And I'm just saying that just for the sake of humbleness, and so I can make room to learn some more, because I don't want to feel like I know everything and the other person don't know anything. That's not right. You know what I mean? But if you battling and back and forth and going back and forth, that sounds like little. You really sound like, I said, if I'm sitting there debating with somebody, another man, about whatever or something like that, what that make me sound like? A sissy, right? That sound like some punk stuff, right? Or it sound like what they call gay stuff, right? We don't want to represent that. We want to represent men. All right, let's keep this. Romans chapter 3 and verse 10. As it is written, there is none righteous, no, not one. The Bible, it says, as it is written, there is none righteous, no, not one. I don't call there's no righteousness within me. The only person that can make me what he want me to be is the Most High God, that taps me and wakes me up in the morning, bro. There's nothing righteous or nothing good within me. All the good and all of that credit, it goes straight to the Father in heaven. That's to God. That's it. As it is written, there is none righteous, no, not one. Not me, not even me. I'm not claiming to be righteous. There is none that understanding. There is none that seeketh after God. I don't seek after God like I should. I don't. They are all gone out of the way. They are they are together becoming unprofitable. There is none that do is good, no, not one. He said, there is none that do good, none. He didn't look, bro. There is none that do is good, no, not one. Their throat is an open sepulchre. With their tongues they have used deceit. Deceit, they tongue, that means they lie like a serpent. The poison of apes is under their lips. Every time you turn around, they come. We that's why we got to be careful with the energy. You see what I'm saying? Even myself, you have to catch. I have to catch myself, and like because if I'm speaking of whatever, it's so easy to get caught up, man. I'm talking about with me, and I end up before you know it, after zip. Oops, damn, I shouldn't. Even the thought of myself, you know what I mean? Sometimes I have to catch myself with my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to remind myself now. You have to remember now. You don't know whether you're the chosen one or not. And it put me like shit. Okay, that shit scared. That shit scared me, man. Like what? And I be thinking about this all throughout the day, bro. I be thinking like that. The poison of apes is under their lips, whose mouth is full of cursing and bitterness. Am I guilty of that? Yes. I would say I am. Yes. Whose mouth is full of cursing and bitterness. Yeah, me. Because sometimes I get mad, people make you mad, it make you, you know what I'm saying? And I can't blame them though. You know what I'm saying? I blame myself for not controlling. I have to learn how to have wisdom enough is to control myself. You see what I'm saying? Yes. Have I thought evil? Yes, I have. Have I lusted and stuff before in my mind? Yes, I have. And then sometimes I have to catch myself like, wow, this whoa, wow. Like, and I be like, man, help me. Help me is to do things. Help me is to do things the right way. You know, and that's what I battle with myself every day. I think about that. You know what I'm saying? You know, because it's good to know because you have to think about it like this. Saying, okay, you created different generations of people. You didn't chose everybody. You didn't chose according to the biblical stance. You did not chose the nation, the seed of Ishmael. You know what I mean? You chose according to the Bible, from what I to my understand, from my understanding, you chose the seed of Isaac. You know. Now let's keep going. But for us also, to whom it shall. Oh wait a minute, my bad. I'm reading the wrong one. Romans chapter 3 and verse 15. Their feet are swift to shed blood. Their feet are swift to shed blood. Man, I kill. Man, you know what I'm saying? Have I been guilty of that at some time? Yes. Because I would be lying if I sit up here and say I ain't never seen a day in my life. That wouldn't be right, bro. Destruction. Now, verse 16, destruction and misery are in their ways. The reason why people speak and they talk a certain way, and like some people say negative, is because they are miserable. They're miserable people. And we're trying to do everything we can. If I'm not happy with myself, then I write something in the chat or say something about somebody else to make them feel bad about themselves. Have I did that before? Yes, I have. Have I called people name because somebody made me mad or because of whatever? And I go and I say, I'm gonna say something bad about this person just to make them feel like the way they hurt me. I'm gonna take revenge on this woman here because this woman rejected me. So I'm gonna turn around. They try to talk to me. I'm gonna reject them. Have I did that? Yes. This was a long time ago though, but it happened. I think I was like in my 40s, early 40s, something like that. Let's keep going. Romans chapter 3 and verse 17. This is the verse I never read. And the way of peace have they not known. There is no, now see that, look, the way of peace have they not known. The reason why a lot of people, the reason why we see that we have, like we have people in our life, and even if we are trying, and if I'm trying, like myself, trying to do the right thing or whatever, you're gonna have people that's not gonna want to come follow you. The vast majority of people, I'm sorry, you're not gonna really, we not really, you're not really gonna have many friends when you're doing this here, because it's gonna cut against the grain of what they're doing. Because the majority of the people like to feel good and get their rocks on whatever. And when we're trying to identify with ourselves with this hand, it's just not going to work with certain people, no matter what we tell them, no matter what we, it goes back to it, like this is what the message he's telling me: work on yourself. Don't try to save everybody else. See, my problem with me, I be trying to so hard to convince and save everybody else. I'm guilty of that, when I should be more concerned and trying to work on myself and see whether if I'm in the faith. There is that speaking like the principles of a sword, but the tongue of the wise is helped. Okay. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I'm confused now. There is no fear of God before their eyes. In other words, what is the fear of God? That's a good question. What is the fear of God? That's just me coming down to a humbleness, right? What is let's what is the fear of God? Like, what is the fear? And that's what I want to do. Yeah. What is the fear of God? All right, I tell you what, it's taking me to Psalms. I just got something. It's taking me to Psalms chapter, and this is for me, y'all. I'm not trying to talk about nobody else. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to sit up here and speak and like gossip and talk about nobody else. I'm gossiping and talking about me. That's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Talk about me. I don't wanna no longer sit up and be the one talking that victim shit all, you know what I'm saying? The victim stuff, when I should be working on me and talking about me. That's the real deal. To me, this what is the fear of God? Let's see here. That's Psalms 111. Psalms 111. I was too far. I went over too far. Psalm 111, verse 10. Psalms 111 and verse 9. I mean, let's start at verse 10. It says, the fear of the Lord. Now remember what I read. It says, there is no fear of God before the eyes, right? Before, you know what I'm saying? So this is how I should fear the Lord. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Wisdom. Wisdom is nothing but something that Solomon said, get understanding. Make sure I'm in the faith. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praises endures forever. That's what it's all about. Fully keeping the commandments. Now, what I'm gonna tell the truth about this. Um, I do everything in my power, and I try to I do keep the commandments to the best of my ability. Yes, I do. Does that mean I still don't have flaws? No, I'm exempt from not having flaws and stuff like that. I'm still day by day working on myself. You know what I'm saying? Was I thinking? Cause look, this is how I be. I say, Lord, you want us is to have. If we feel that, what's that scripture? It says, if you cannot control your passions and stuff like that, it's better to get married than to burn with passion. It's better to do it the right way than to you're gonna have to suffer the consequences later on. You're gonna have to deal with the you're gonna have to deal with the judgment that's gonna come with it and stuff. If I go out of his will and do something that I shouldn't have been doing and stuff like that. And then people like, oh man, that's that dude on YouTube, man. Man, I thought, oh man, look better than that, man. Oh man, that's why you got, man, all them videos, man. I'm disappointed, man. That's that you talking about that dude that, you know what I'm saying? That do all them videos. That's why I say, man, I'm being careful, man. Because the way that I'm talking, I want to, if God don't come first, I want to be able to, like, when my time is like up on the earth, or you die or something, like physically die or something, if God don't come first or something like that, I want to be able to leave a good positive legacy in the world to the end. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to be able to do. Is I want this legacy to live on. I want people to be able to watch these videos and be touched and be changed. Say, you know what? I want to change, and I want to walk like I want to be just like me. When I look at the people on YouTube, when I look at the people on YouTube, and I'm being trying to be as organic as possible. You see what I'm saying? When I look at people out on the streets and they be bringing the word and stuff, the brothers have the signs showing the people who they are according to the Bible. You from Ephraim, you from Al Salvador, you Zebulon, and all that type of stuff. When I look at that, how they be bold in the spirit, the way I be looking at it, I be like, damn, I want to be like that. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not even, I'm in the house by myself because I understand that the greatest work is outside, not sitting in here on my computer just by doing a bunch of talking, because there's some, and I'm being honest about it, because you got people out there in the streets that need to hear this here. So um I'm praying to the Most High that he lead, that he lead and he guide me and help me is to be 1,000% and be most stricter with my thinking, everything. I'm serious about this thing, man. I'm really serious, and I'm not playing. You know. Let's finish reading this here. Psalms chapter 111, Psalm 111, verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praises endures forever. He said, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding. If you got a good understanding, you're going to keep the commandment. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. That's what it's all about. That's why I was reading here in Romans. It says, the verse 17, Romans chapter 3 and verse 17, the way of peace have they not known. Verse 18, there is no fear of God before their eyes. And I just read the answer right here. It says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praises endures forever. That's right. And then it says, the fear of the Lord is what? The way there is no fear of God before their eyes. So nobody cares about seeking him. It's like we gotta care. You know what I'm saying? Um, there's a scripture that he's another scripture I'm gonna show you about Levi, right? I'm gonna show you Levi. Because I think that's the reason why, and I'm trying to relate it organically. I'm not just trying to quote something just to say, oh, he know the Bible. No, look, let me tell you something. I don't follow shit like that no more. Guess what? The devil know the Bible. The devil can quote the Bible. And I hope and pray that God don't have to say that about me. And I'm being 100%, I'm just being real. Because what devil you know that don't know how to quote the Bible? So don't misconstrue me on that. I ain't trying to even play that to me, that's like playing with the most high, you know. Knowing scripture and you're not chosen is another thing, you know. So if I'm not chosen, then I shouldn't have the Bible in my hand. You see what I'm saying? And that's just, I'm just being 1,000% real, bro. Because it's serious. All I can say is that I hope for, Let me read this here. Because the Levites were so loyal to God. Let's read verse 2. Micah chapter 2, 1. And now, O ye priests, this commandment is for you. This is for you. Like when I say you, like it can be talking about me. This is for you. If ye will not hear, and if ye, that means listen, will not lay it to heart. That means if you don't take it seriously in your mind to give glory unto my name, said the Lord of hosts, I will even send a curse upon you. And do you know God did curse Levi? There are some things that I know. I don't think I want to release. I don't want to say it right now. It's not that I'm not trying to be honest, but I'm just saying, look, let's read this again. It says, because the Haitians, they use witchcraft, Creole, whatever, they use witchcraft, right? If ye will not hear, and if ye will not lay it to heart, to give glory unto my name, said the Lord of hosts, I will even send a curse upon you. Does it feel like you're under a curse? Yes, I do. I feel like I never owned anything. You see what I'm saying? Your doubt and your faith, all those things are curses. I will curse your blessings. Yea, I have cursed them already, because ye did not lay it to heart. Behold, I will corrupt your seed. He said, I will corrupt your seed. Behold, that means, listen, I will corrupt your seed and spread dung upon your faces. Dung. Let's look that up. It has to do with some punishments, though. Okay, let's look that up right quick. What is the definition of dung? Dung is a tidy word for an untidy substance, animal poop. It says animal poop. Dung means animal dropping or waste. If you work at an elephant sanctuary, you are likely to spend a lot of time shoveling up elephant dung. Dung is tiny word for an untiny substance, animal poop. Okay. He gonna spread shit all over you. What does mean in the Bible? Paul uses a powerful metaphor. Paul uses a powerful metaphor with the word dove when he made a comparison between his personal knowledge of Christ and those who do not know Christ. Philippians 4 and 8, the word is used also in scripture to indicate symbolically the degradation to which a person or a nation mindful. Okay. Philippians 3 and 8. Philippians 3 and 8. Let's see what that's talking about. It means a lot of shit, you know. That's the definition of duh. He means you ain't gonna be shit. That means he gonna look at you as shit. Spread duh upon you. He gonna look at you as nothing. You ain't gonna be shit in the eyes of the Most High. I wouldn't be shitting something. I wouldn't be nothing. That's talking to me, bro. Philippians 3 and 8. But like I said, though, man, everybody's not no real Jew. No, like people be talking about Jewish and all. There ain't no such thing as no Jew. I don't even feel comfortable even listening to Caucasian people sitting up there explaining that. I'd be like, let me turn this off. I already know this is a damn lie. Let me turn that off. I don't like when people lie to me. I can't stand it. Philippians 3 and 8. Let's see what that's talking about. Somebody calling me. Philippians 3 and 8. Yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the exceedingly of knowledge of Christ, Jesus my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dust, that I may win Christ. Okay. Jeremiah chapter 8 and 2. Oh, that's talking about the same thing. 2 Kings 9 and verse 37. Let's read that. 2 Kings 9 and 37. He said he would spread dust. Oh, that's talking about Ahab. This is coming back to me now. 2 Kings 9 and verse 37. 9. I remember reading this. It didn't come back to me. I used to read this years ago. 2 Kings 9 and 37. It says, and the carcasses of Jezebel shall be as dung upon the face of the field, and in the portion of Jezreel, so that they shall not say, this is Jezebel. That means that's judgment that he's going to put upon upon America. America is Jezebel. You see what I'm saying? And he said he's going to. If you go in the New Testament in Revelation, it says he the cup which she filled to her double. That's talking about America. America gonna be filled. Is going to get her judgment. America's going to get the judgment that they have done. Yeah, that's what that's going into. Let's see here. What is the definition dictionary of dove? Dove is a masculine name with Scottish Irish roots. A short version. Okay, wait a minute. Am I off? Let me Hold on. Let's see. I'll make sure I got it right. Philippians 3 and 8. I think that's what I read. Okay, yeah, I think. D. D-U-N-G. D-U-N. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not it. Hold on. Hold on. What is the real true dictionary of D-U-N-G?
According to dictionary.com, excrement, especially of animals, manure.
Okay, it's going back. What does its dog mean? The face of an animal, something. Oh, okay. They look at you, God would just basically look at you as a dog. It's like you counted as a dog. All that stuff. Nothing. You basically consider nothing. Do you know from the very beginning, God chose the seed of let's look at this. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. Let's get it from here. So nobody gonna say, all right, let's do this here. You have to show it to people. Okay. Romans 9 and verse 21. Had not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? See, he made one vessel for honor and another vessel for dishonor. So this goes to show you God, some people is created to be children of the devil. Just like you got some people that a lot of his chosen people are chosen to be the children of God. So when you read stuff like this, it's showing you that everybody is not a child of God. You have, according to the Bible, you have the children of the seed of Satan, and you have the children that come from the seed of God. And to be perfectly real with you, when you don't, like me, when you don't really know your role and yourself and all that, and you really, it is really concerned and you actually seeking God, it can be a scary thing because you wondering, you know what I'm saying? Because just like you got people that come from different land masses, you see what I'm saying? And you looking at the fact that everybody that come up and say a child of God, you have to, that's why I say you really have to know what you're saying when you say, oh, I know for sure I'm a child of God. No, because sometimes you can be wrong. You could be a seed of the enemy and not even know that you're the seed of the enemy or whatever. But the thing is, we hope and pray that we can be a part of that number. We hope that we were chosen from the beginning. You see what I'm saying? So that's a thing to start doing is for myself and other people. It must seek God more. You know what I'm saying? Seek Him and keep the commandments to the best of my ability. You know what I'm saying? Because when you read the thing, it says some people, according to the Bible, He said He gonna have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. Because when He says set them in their own land, that shows you that everybody's not a child of God. Because He says, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. Now, we hope that we're part of that them. You see what I'm saying? And because that and that also debunks people saying everybody's a child of God. You will have people lumping everybody in that. But when for some reason when I found out this information in 2018, for some reason it's like, yeah, that does make sense. God doesn't, it put me to think, start making me think more. You know what I'm saying? It just puts you to thinking. You know how you accept something and you had a, like, it's basically like you went to sleep and you dreamed about something and it seemed real, but when you actually woke up and you came to reality, like, oh, it was just a dream. Like, damn, I thought this was really real. You know what I'm saying? Like they go around and they teach everybody is a child of God and all that type of stuff. And it's like, man, hold the hell up here. I hope and pray I'm part of that number. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? You saying that, you think like that. So I think like this and be seeking like on a daily basis, man, because it may, you know what I'm saying? It's a concern, it's a big concern. Like you, you know how you can commit certain things and you find yourself doing certain things, you're like, damn, man. And then it dawned on you, well, maybe I hope I'm not the seed of Satan. You know what I'm saying? You saying, I hope I'm not the seed of Satan, man, because I seem to try to overcome this, can't do it. And then you have to start questioning yourself, like, man, it's either I'm the seed of Satan or I'm the seed of God. You know what I'm saying? And it's more important. And the reason I'm speaking like this here, I'm just speaking for the sake of humbleness and just seeking God, really seeking God, because it is a serious thing. I forgot to read something in Malachi. I left something out and I didn't read it. I didn't get around to it. And it came back to me. So obviously he must have wanted me to read it. I want to read something to you about the Levites a little bit more, because it's best to show people with the Bible, even though some people don't want to read it. That's all right though. If they don't, I mean, hey, that's their business. I do what's best for myself. That's Micah chapter 2. And let's start at verse 1. And now, O ye priests, this commandment is for you. And if ye will not hear, and if ye will not lay it to heart, to give glory unto my name, said the Lord of hosts, I will even send a curse upon you, and I will curse your blessing. Yea, I have cursed them already, because ye did not lay it to heart. Behold, I will corrupt your seed and spread dung upon your faces. That's what I was reading about dung, about dog poop and dog shit, basically. You know what I'm saying? Even the dug of your solemn feast, even the dug of your solemn feast, he gonna look at it as bullshit. And one shall take you away with it, and ye shall know that I have sent this commandment unto you, that my covenant might be with Levi, said the Lord of hosts. My covenant was with him of life and peace, and I gave them to him for the fear where he feared me. Feared me that he kept the commandments. Me, he was loyal. He was loyal to God. Just like if a woman write a letter, right? I'm just trying to break it down in my own way. And the woman say, well, and something happened to me. She said, well, he fears somebody all the time. It doesn't mean be afraid. In some instance, it does. In some instance, it does. And he said, well, he really loved me. He really was loyal. To fear somebody is another word for saying you're loyal. Because if you fear somebody, you're gonna respect them, right? And if somebody say, hey, I'm gonna trust you with $1,000 and this and that and the third, and somebody said, well, they write a book about me and say, well, he worked for me and he feared me, meaning that he loved me, he respected me, and he was very concerned. He started seeking me. He was doing this here. The life that he lived over 40 years on the planet. He stayed true to what he was doing and all of that. You know what I mean? Look, it said, my covenant was with him of life and peace, and I gave them to him for the fear wherein he feared me and was afraid. He was afraid before my name. He was afraid. I think it's going into actually fear. He said, "Fear God and keep His commandments and all that." I think that's what that's going into too. But it said he was afraid before my name. That at some point he probably felt at his day lowest point, and they probably had the spirit of physical fear at times and stuff like that. And because I go through that a lot. You see what I'm saying? And it's like I'm being honest, and like man, because you ain't the Levites, and according to this, that's why they was that God chose them is to be over the priests of God, because he knew within his spirit that these people would be more loyal to him. They were very biblically speaking of, they was loyal, and they was chosen. Definitely they was chosen by God. They was not the seed of Satan. They was the seed of God. You see what I'm saying? And I think about those scriptures and say, man, well, because I know that different nations is 18 nations, and people come from different tribes and stuff, and that's why it's so important to know who you are, who we are, who I am according to the Bible and stuff like that. Because it's like they say, if you don't know who you are, you will not know how you going to know where you're going. That's like saying I'm traveling to New York, but if you don't know how to get to New York, if you don't know how to get there, how you going to know how to come back, or how you going to know where you're going, or driving if you don't know where you're going. If you're driving somewhere and you just driving, say, I'm driving to New York, how you going to get there? I don't know. Well, how you going to drive and you don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? All right. My covenant was with him of life and peace, and I gave them to him. I gave them to him for the fear wherewith he feared me. He feared me. And I guess when it say, and he feared me, and it's got a dot right there where it says M-E, me, it's got a dot, a comma, a period. And then it says, and that means, and means something different. He kept my commandments. He loved me, feared me. He loved me, but he also was afraid. Sometimes he felt physical things like that, because that's how much he took it seriously. You know what I mean? When you fear God, and when you be afraid of what can happen to seeing happen to you in the presence of a holy God or something like that, it's some instant that you ain't all he don't want, like they say, he don't want us to walk around and just be afraid or nothing like that. But to love him, it all means that you are sensitive to how you're very sensitive to, if this really satisfying to God. It's just something in your spirit, it ain't gonna feel right. You see what I'm saying? It's something in your spirit. And now, have I been there? Yes. I have took and tried to take something one time, went to the store, and I felt guilty, even though it was something simple. I said, damn, you know what? And something came, now you know that ain't right. Now go take that back. And so what I honestly did, I said, let me go, and I did. I said, let me go take this back, because it didn't feel right. You keeping it, and you trying to represent this truth, and then you changed years ago. Don't start nothing you can't finish. I said, yes, I did. So I went and I took it back. You know what I'm saying? So I say that's a start. You know what I mean? And just do my best and trying to do what's right and stuff. And if it's anything in that, when I step off of here and close this live out, then I'm just gonna be meditating some more and just trying to think of better ways to make a better change and do something different. I mean, do something. Always put him first in his word and stuff, and do what I can is to get to where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm praying that I am. You know what I'm saying? Because we lived here struggling our whole life, born into this struggle and stuff. Then you think about, dang man, you being separated from your family always in jail and stuff. And the only reason why I'm saying it like that is because I'm trying to use this video for the education and to edify somebody. Somebody else might look at it like, oh shit, I want to do that too. Jump in the bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? And follow what's right too. So and I'm not trying to like just talk. I know I talked for an hour and some seconds now. I'm talking organic, and I'm just whatever I say. I'm not trying to just say it for entertaining. I'm saying it because it's a serious moment, and I want to make sure that my name is called in the election. Should make sure that I'm chosen by God and continue to keep the commandments to the best of my ability and be an effective witness and to go out and reach others and make a difference with all of the people that I come in contact with to the best of my ability. And if by me doing that, he will do the rest. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is that I just need to learn how to trust God more, not be afraid, but fully all the way rely upon him. So I'm praying for me to do that. Even I overcame the other things. I've been clean, overcoming of my bad thinking for 2 years now. So I'm going into, and I struggled with it, and I overcame that in at 47. You know what I'm saying? And 47 years old. So it's been 2 years since I've been clean from it, and I'm just striving to get better. You know what I'm saying? If I can go back and if I can change the little simple things that I done, even though I didn't know any better, I would do it. But I can't go back into the past. All I can do is just accept by faith, do what I can, and just strive every day and be a good example in keeping the commandments and stuff like that. Like I was talking to, I don't think was I living here? I'm trying to think. I don't think I was living here. I had went live on Instagram, and they had a few people came into the live, right? They came into the live. They were young. They were very young. And I told them what I was doing. I told them I was honest with them. Because if you want, like they say, if I want the community is to be a better place, you got to also be honest with the younger people, with the young children. You got to be honest and say this. So I felt like that was an opportunity that was for me. You be keep it all the way real. Don't hide nothing. Tell the whole truth. You know what I'm saying? Tell the whole truth. Whatever they ask you, whatever it is that you did in your life, and they want to know. And my strongest, honest desire, I felt it was my duty is to be honest with them and tell the truth. Tell them the truth. What you struggle with, what you dealt with, and don't lie to them. So I done that. I said, well, no, I told the truth. I told myself the truth. Say it. Say it and don't lie about it. All right. You saying you, man, whoever you is. So this video is just about me doing some soul searching on myself. And for me, it's just come and just what that scripture, he said, he that confessed me before men, him will I confess also before my Father and before the angels. and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm praying that I get better at being even more honest and open, that he give me a willpower is to open up whatever it is and cleanse. It's called cleansing yourself. There's a scripture, he said, let us cleanse ourselves from all filthiness of the flesh. That sounds like First Corinthians or Second Corinthians. Let us cleanse ourselves from all filthiness of the flesh and spirit. What that scripture? Okay, here we go. Let us cleanse ourselves from all filthiness of the flesh and spirit. I was right. 2 Corinthians 7:1. I think, okay, wait a minute, let me go here. 2 Corinthians, what's it say? 2 Corinthians. Okay, yeah, 2 Corinthians 7 and verse 1. It says, having therefore these promises, dearly beloved, let us cleanse ourselves from all filthiness of the flesh. Of the flesh is something what I think, of the flesh. It doesn't mean the physical flesh, it means what I think. And spirit and perfecting holiness in the fear of God. That sounds like the scripture that I read in Michael. We're talking about Levi. He said he feared me and he was afraid before my name. Holiness. The word holiness, according to the Bible, it just means to be set apart. Something different, be different from the opposite of something else. So that's what I'm striving to be better at. I don't claim to be where I should be. I don't call myself, I don't like putting that title on me or saying that I'm a child of God, because, and it sounds like it's a contradiction, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to just like say I'm in that just growing, and stuff like that, and like they say, what's they saying? They say you ain't got to cry about it. Just keep the commandments. I used to believe that if you cry about something, if you crying, physically crying, then God hears that. He don't hear no crying. He just says, if you love me, keep my commandments. If you love me, keep. He said, don't cry about it. You know what I'm saying? That's the part I used to hear the brothers on the streets was talking about. You know what I mean? They'll say, don't sit up here and cry about it. Just do it. It's a doing. So that's it, people. I guess that's it. That was all up on my mind right now. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Telling the truth about me. That's what this video gonna be about. Telling the truth. I'm telling the truth and being honest about me. I'm telling the truth and being honest about me. All right. I'm out.